Hey guys, it's time for the first mail opening video for me, Wade, Lord Minion 777. So I did a poll a while ago. A lot of you voted in it. You said you wanted me to rotate a weekly reading your comments, or bi-weekly, I guess, reading your comments with mail videos. So this Wednesday marks the first ever mail opening video. Next Wednesday we'll be reading your comments. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I've got a decent amount of fan mail here to open up. But I do want to acknowledge people that have sent me stuff in the past that I've already opened and have, I've got some notes from you guys stored in a big box in the other room, as well as my mantle has different things on it, paintings you guys have done, pictures, drawings, little clay figurines. There's a big stained glass W, things like that I've been sent that happened before I started doing this mail opening. So I've not read any of the notes. I have pre-opened some of them, like I've cut the top so that way I can just grab stuff out and read it a little bit easier. And I'm going to do my best to go through and read everything here and show off all the awesome stuff you guys have sent. If it gets to the point that I'm getting sent so much stuff or things are so long that it would take me hours or days to make a mail opening video for it, I may cut out the reading of all of the notes. And I'll read names and I'll read, some of the thank yous, or else I'll do highlights or something like that. But I can't sit here, for like 17 hours and just read and read and read and read. If somebody sends me someone sent me a manuscript or something one time, it was like 130 pages. So things like that, I'm not going to just sit here and read on camera. I want you guys to all have a chance of, seeing your stuff show up. And I feel like it's better to get through these things and acknowledge you guys sent me something and thank you, and then I'll read it in my own time later, than to have all of you guys sit through every word that you send or that somebody sends. So it's kind of a give or take there. I'd love to read everything out loud, and I plan on trying this time. But if things are too long or there's, just way too much stuff, I may, open things up, acknowledge people that sent them and thank you, and then move on to the next one. Not because I don't appreciate what you have to say, but because I want to, make these videos not hours and hours long. Even though I want to spend hours and hours reading what you have to say, posting that online is a different story. Hopefully you guys understand the difference there. I'm not saying I'm not going to read what you sent. I'm just not going to read it on camera if it's that long or if there's so much stuff. So that being said, let's get started. I've got a couple boxes here and a handful of letters I'd like to read. So our first package here is pretty good size. I tore open one side, you see, so I can open it up. This is from Miss Abby J. I'm going to try to avoid reading last names just for your guys' personal privacy. But Miss Abby, A-B-I-J, sends this from the United Kingdom. So this comes all the way from the UK, which is pretty cool. So let's open it up and see what we have in here. And I'm sorry my microphone is right next to these boxes and letters, so you're going to hear some crinkling noise, and I apologize for that. But there's not a whole lot I can do with the space I have and trying to get all these things in here. So the first thing I see is some scarves. Oh, Halloween-themed scarves. We just had Halloween here. So I probably should have opened this up and done my Halloween stuff before Halloween happened, but I'm a little behind per usual. So we have a nice Halloween-themed scarf here with some skulls on it. Hopefully you guys can see that print. That's pretty cool. So I could use this for like a skit or save it for next Halloween. Thank you, Abby. Also, my voice is a little hoarse, so hopefully you guys can spare me a little bit on that one. And we have another one. It looks like a similar theme, the skulls. And this time it's like a nice purpley maroon color. So thank you for those. I'll toss those to the side there, and it's nice. Oh man, happy Halloween indeed. What do we have here? This looks like candy. We have drumstick squashies, refreshers, things I've never heard of before. Drumsticks, a lollipop that looks like a grape, some what looks like Smarties, but they're all one color. Interesting. There's like bags and bags of candy. Oh my goodness. There's probably a letter in here that I was supposed to read before seeing all these things, but look at the candy! Oh, this is awesome! Oh, let's put these down here. Oh, thank you very much, Abby from the UK. Oh, alright. Let me see if I got a letter in here to read from you. Oh, there's more. What is this? Ooh, I can see you're one of my bigger fans, Abby. Get it? She probably meant to make the pun. It's probably in her letter, but I beat her to it, at least on video. That's cool. I've never had one of these before. My. Scarves and cool fans. And what do we have here? Ooh, something I can't read, and it's probably a reference to an anime manga that I don't know. I'm trying to get the lighting right. There you guys go. Some notepads. I think, are these sticky notes? I think they're sticky notes, or it's just a notepad in general. That's cool. Being as I always have things to write down, like in some games I play, it's very useful to have something like this lying around, because I have written things on napkins before. I'm trying to solve puzzles or something. Like keep talking and nobody explodes. I had a napkin here I was writing on. Now I actually have something substantial I can write on and be saluted with the one-eyeballed manga anime thing lady person that you guys all know and are yelling at me in the comments about. So, thank you. And we have one more thing over here. What do we got? Oh, it looks like a book. Beauty by Robin McKinley, a retelling of the story of Beauty and the Beast. That's interesting. My cousin actually was in a play for Beauty and the Beast whenever she was in high school, and I thought it was one of the coolest, well-done plays I've ever seen. So I will make sure to check that out. Thank you. Something useful to have whenever I'm flying around to see you guys at different conventions. And we have this. I don't know if you guys can make that out. I apologize, it's hard to get things right in the lighting here because of the immense amount of light I have to have shine on my head. Ooh, it's like a comic book. Forward. What in the hell do you put in a forward? Thank You by Lily Tuft. I'm not going to read the whole forward here, but we have a little mini comic book thing here. So I'm wondering if this is talked about. You know, there's a picture in the back that you guys will never be able to see in a million years. There, that angle, you can almost see stuff. So I'll be sure to read that too. Thank you. Oh, there's not a title on it right immediately seeable. So I think I'm finding everything but the letter in here. But that's probably my luck. And the letter's probably like, read this first. And yeah, I'm an idiot. Oh, a little rubber band bracelet, black and white, which is kind of cool. See if I can slide that on. Well, I sort of slid that on there. Woo! Some vials, little glass vials. 6 glass craft bottles. And some crafty stuff. Little beads and rocks and glitter looking things, I'm guessing, that you can put in the bottles, because there's like one filled with gold stuff there. I don't know if you guys can see the gold bottle. It's right there behind my middle finger. I'm not trying to flip you off. And like some little crafty beads and something. I'm not very crafty, but you know, Molly is very artsy, and I wonder if Molly would not have a blast messing around with that. So thank you again for that. There's a lot of stuff in this box. Let me fix this bracelet. And then some cards. Let's see. Brogan Coral Illustrator, brogancoral.com. So a little shameless self-advertising there. And Boobies, Do You Know Yours? That wasn't what I was expecting to see on a card, but let me read on. Keep me. I'm your handy reminder to check your boobs regularly for signs and symptoms of breast cancer. Why? Because you'd be silly not to. If in doubt, get it checked out. Okay, so that's actually really cool. This was probably sent in October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here. I'm not sure if it's worldwide or not, but if so, that's awesome. It should be. So we have some telltale signs here to check for breast cancer, so that's nifty and neat. And thank you. It's very important that you guys do keep your health in mind, no matter how old or young you are. Me, myself, being 26, I feel like I'm young and spry as can be, but I could very easily, have something going wrong with my body. There are some YouTubers and people all over the world. My friend Tyler went through a kidney transplant not that long ago. You never know whenever something can go wrong. So make sure you guys, keep up to date, get yourselves checked out, and be smart. Be proactive. So, thank you for the comic relief of Boobies, Do You Know Yours? Yes, I do. So, thank you, Abby. And I swear, I think there's a letter. Nope. Okay, here it is. The last one I'm looking in. So I'm guessing it's going to say read me first. Please say read me first, just so I can look like a complete idiot. Sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, and sour king? That's not what that says. Something, maybe? Maybe it says something. You have fancy handwriting, Abby. Okay, so let me see if I'm okay to read this out loud. I told you guys, if you do send things in the P.O. box and you do not want me to read them out loud, or you do not want me to read any part of it out loud or your name or anything, say that on top of the letter. That way I don't screw around and read it, and then at the very bottom it's like, oh, by the way, please don't read this out loud on camera. Then it's like, well, what do I do now? Cut the whole thing out? Probably. So anyway, I'm going to double check this just to make sure it doesn't say that anywhere. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. All right, looks like we're good to read this one out loud, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this. Hey, Molly and Wade, I was gonna type out a personal note, but I have super messy handwriting and didn't want you to have to decipher my chicken scratchings. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you, Abby J from the UK? I thought I'd send a little something to show my gratitude to you guys. You see, this year I started off my YouTube channel. I was just learning and didn't really know anyone well enough to ask opinions or play games with, or just what to do with myself. And then I saw you streaming with Scarlett. I joined her. This is probably Molly. Okay, this is directed at Molly here. Hey, Molly and Wade. Molly. Okay, so maybe the book's from Molly. Maybe all of this stuff has been from Molly this whole time. Abby from the UK, you're blowing my mind here. Okay, so I'll pretend to be Molly. Oh, thank you, Abby. Thank you very much. I'm Molly. All right, and I'll be sure to pass this stuff along to her because I'm thinking this is all from Molly this whole time. Okay. Streaming with Scarlett, Molly was. I joined her stream and chat and made friends with people on there, and it's just been fantastic. I was having problems with my health, stressed out with recording and work, and any fun activities that I had planned were months away, such as conventions or charity events. So it's a little thank you bundle to Molly and Scarlett. My channel is slowly growing. I made great friends with Mag, Ronnie, and everyone from Scarlett's stream. It's just wonderful. Even Tormental was nice to me. It's scary. Tormental's a scary dude. I like you, Tormental, but you're a scary dude. Your jokes are as bad as mine, and that alone puts you on the scary list. The little bits and bobs can be divided up between you guys, but I thought I'd put what each one is and if it's special. The little anime notebook is something I've had for a while. That's for Molly. The book Beauty are for Molly. Whenever you get a chance to read them, tell me if you like them and I'll send you the rest, because otherwise they're just going to get given to my charity shop and I'd prefer to know if they're actually being read. There's some stuff crossed out for blue. Crossed out in blue. I'm guessing that's stuff that was taken out last minute. The black fan is for Scarlett. Okay, so the black fan that I was waving for myself is not even mine to use. So I got to enjoy it for all of 3 seconds, but I guess now it goes to Scarlett. I thought she'd love to fan herself when she's playing harp, looking all elegant. So I don't know whenever we're going to see Scarlett. Maybe we'll have to get a mailing address so we can send that over to her. The bits of jewelry are for Molly and Scarlett. Some bottles, take some bottle charms. I managed to bag some scarves for you, also for Molly. And of course, most important is the candy. I'm not even going to read this next paragraph because I'm claiming it. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be divided evenly or something like that. But no, I'm taking it. That's mine. I added some business cards in there from friends, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. Just thought you'd like to see their work. The comics from a friend of mine who has a tough time at cons and expos selling her stuff. So I thought I'd boot her art skills and show them off for her. Hope this letter actually gets to you and the box doesn't get lost. Worst nightmare ever. And on a separate note, I have a free copy of Hatoful Boyfriend. What is Hatoful Boyfriend? I don't know. You know, in case Wade wants to play it. Do I? What is that? Lots of love, Abby. P.S. Remember, pigeon is love, pigeon is life. Chad to take shies and hens out. It was too wary. I'll have to ask Molly about this one, because I am pretty sure this is all directed at her and Scarlett and inside jokes between them that I'm out of the loop on. But all is not for nothing. I got some candy out of the deal, and nobody else has to know about it. Scarlett, Molly, if you're watching this, you didn't hear a thing. You didn't hear a thing. All right, that's cool. So my P.O. box is open to Molly and I, so you guys are free to send stuff, you know, her way, my way, whatever. If it's in this box, if it's in the P.O. box, though, it is fair game for me to read, so I regret nothing. Moving on to the next one, we have a letter here. This was given to me, actually hand-delivered to me at Ohio Game Developer Expo that I went to this past weekend. November 7th, I think I was up there. So that was in Columbus, Ohio. I was up there with Craig from Able Gamers, along with Mia. Molly was there with me. So was Tyler. And we were just hanging out, checking out different booths, and some fans came up and met me. And I got this hand-delivered from one. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, letters, messages, and notes from around the world, message sent. And it has a picture of a mailbox and says, hi, Wade, from Bill. Down there in the corner, you see Fire Extinguisher Bill, who I nicknamed Fire Hydrant Bill stupidly. And people have just now recently started to catch on that he's not a hydrant, he's an extinguisher. But he's still Fire Hydrant Bill. He can be whatever he wants to be, damn it. All right. Dear Wade, a small gift from many people with my W on the front. All the letters found in here are from a tight group of friends from around the world. We are a group that met when the Markiplier 9 or 10 million video, not 9/10 million video. We made a chat where we can all just talk. As this went on, we realized that there were people from all around the world like us. Australia, the UK, all over the US, and many more, far too many to list. We all watch your videos and talk about the games often. This group is also very open for each other. We have become therapy for each other to go to when help is needed and life is problematic. We owe this all to you, Mark, Jack, and Bob, and many more. Thanks for staying awesome. Well, thank you guys. The International Squad. P.S. Stay tuned as I will return with more messages and gifts for Indie PopCon. Cards put together by Katie S. at BIDUTIE? Or is that BICK? Is it Biktai? Bidutai? I'm going to try several combinations there, but thank you very much, KDS. I'm not reading last names here for your guys' privacy, but thank you. And now we have some other ones that follow suit, so let's read these. Message from Illinois. The entire state of Illinois wrote a message. This is a good start. 1. Mark is sexier than you. Wants to see for reaction. Well, you got it. It's okay. You guys are welcome to tell lies. I know better. Drunk Minecraft is amazing with you. From Casey. Twitter at Casey_MarkyMoo. Drunk Minecraft is amazing in general. And Mark can keep thinking whatever Mark needs to think for Mark's sake. After he just did a reading your comments video where he prank called me, you know, he's fair game. I'm more than happy to say whatever I want to say after, if you've seen his reading the mail comments video from the week of November, I think it was like November 9th or 8th he posted it, you'll understand why I'm not hesitant to throw some punches Mark's way, because he didn't hesitate to throw any my way, so. But Casey, I do respect your opinion. I would recommend getting some glasses if you think Mark is in fact, you know, a tier above moi. But hey, I defer. Whatever, man. But thank you very much for the letter. And I Drunk Minecraft will always be dear to my heart. It's how I met Molly. It's how I got my start on YouTube. And it's a great time of fun with Mark and Bob. And then if we have guests like Yami or Captain Sparkles, etc., we've always had a lot of fun with it. So I'm really glad that to this day you guys still enjoy Drunk Minecraft, despite the fact we haven't posted an episode in probably 6 months. It's really amazing, the fan base that started around that. So thank you for watching. All right. Message from North Carolina. You help a lot and have inspired me to do a lot, and I hope very soon I will be able to meet you. From Aliyah, at _imperfect_7. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Aliyah. Aliyah. Aliyah? I'm assuming Aliyah, but I don't know. I'm bad with names, and not gonna lie, whenever you meet people from all over the world and things at conventions, you never know how to pronounce something when you see it. Even if it seems obvious, sometimes it is not. For example, Bob actually goes by Boob, but people think it's Bob because it's B-O-B. Bob, I apologize for the messages you're about to receive. All right, message from New York. You are hilarious, and I really like your personality and content. From Fan, P-H-A-N, Fan M, also known on Twitter as Funkster1256. That's at F-U-N-K-S-T-E-R 1256. Thank you very much, Fan. Funkster1256. I hope I'm reading your name right here. I'm not going to lie, it's hard sometimes to read because as I've tried to show you guys things here and it reflects off funny, when I'm trying to read them, it kind of reflects off funny too. Plus I got bright lights in my face. So that's another reason why I struggle with dark games and horror games on my channel. So thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy my personality and content. A little bit of sass, a touch of good puns, great looks, and a little bit more beard than necessary probably. I'm thinking I'll just shave it all off eventually, but it's no shave November, so I kind of have to wait a month, don't I? By law or something? I don't know. Message from the UK. All of the UK wrote me a message here. Dear Wade, you are the most kind-hearted person in the world. You help people in so many ways, and you are a lifesaver. I've been through a lot, but when I watch your videos, I forget about it all, and I really appreciate and love you for that. The money you have raised for charities is mind-blowing, and I really look up to you for that, too. I've been a subscriber since 2013, and a massive fan. I saw you in a PewDiePie video. That would have been a Gmod Five Nights at Freddy Murder that I did with Pewds, Minx, and Ohm way back in the day. I think that's the only time I've ever actually been in a video with Felix. Really nice guy. I got to meet him actually at PAX Prime. He's an awesome person, and people, you know, either love him or hate him online. But I can tell you, whenever I met him, he seemed like a really stand-up awesome dude. So That's all I have to say about that. But that's cool. I've actually not heard many people that have seen me that way, oddly enough. Most people know about me through Mark or through my Rust videos, 7 Days to Die or Five Nights at Freddy's. Very rarely is it through like Pewds. But where was I? And I'm so happy I subscribed. Also, if there were more people like you in the world would be a better place to live in. So thank you for everything and carry on being you. Wow. Thank you so much. P.S. Please come to the UK soon, as me and the rest of the British fans would love to meet you. Megan L. I. I guess I is your last initial. L is your middle initial. But thank you, Megan. At Marky Mash 1999. Well, Marky Mash is a little outdated, as now it's Minion Mash, as Yami is totally mine now. But, you know, if you guys want to hold on to the past, that's fine. I'm not going to hurt your feelings for it. But in all seriousness, I mean, I do what I do. You know, I sit here and I play games and I read comments and I tweet at you guys and go to conventions to meet you and everything else. And I respect the fact that you guys respect what I do. But to give me credit for raising money for charity would be selling yourselves short, because really, I sit here and play games and encourage you guys to come together, and I set some arbitrary goal for us to raise money. But you guys show up, you watch all day, you tell your friends to come watch, you take a break. I mean, usually it's like a Saturday, and it's all day. And instead of going out with your friends, instead of playing games on your own, instead of watching other amazing talent online like Mark or Jack or Felix or, you know, D-Live or Patrick Static or anyone else like that, you guys decide to come watch my charity streams or my videos, and that's on you guys for being amazing. You guys donate the money that goes to charity. I might donate a little bit here or there, but compared to what we've raised, what I've donated is very insignificant. So I understand that I'm a beacon that you guys gather around in order to do great things. But at the end of the day, you guys are the ones doing amazing things. You choose to be the amazing community you are. And I'm very, very proud of you guys for that. So Megan, thank you. Thank you for being subscribed for so long and for, you know, the reference there. It took me a minute to think about it. I was like, video with Felix. Oh yeah, the only one I've done. Yeah. So that's really, really cool. So thank you guys. I believe it was KDS who got all of these together for me. Was it right? KDS, yes. So thank you, Katie. Thank you, everybody that I just read those notes from. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. And I hope you guys appreciate yourselves as much as you show appreciation toward me, because you all deserve as much love. If not, you guys deserve more love than I do. So thank you. All right, let me set this to the side over here. I guess I'll have to give back this notepad that I was going to write on because it's from Ollie. I was tricked. Because my name was on the package. All right, next we have a letter from Nick Y. Nick is from Pennsylvania. So this looks like a long handwritten note. And we all know how good I am at handwritten things, so... Oh, let's see here. Okay, we have... handwritten note on the back of so there's a typed note and then there's a handwritten note. I'm not sure which one to read first. Let's see. Let me take a look here and try to figure this out real quick. This looks like a kind of personal matter, so I'm not sure I should read this one out loud, Nick. This is directed to Mark and I, and it has to do with a serious infection of the throat that Nick is going through. I don't want to say a whole lot because this seems like it's a kind of personal matter, so... Alright, yeah, I'm going to not read this one out loud. I'm going to share this one with Mark. Nick, if you're watching, I'm going to talk to Mark about it, and we're going to read it together. And I thank you for writing, but being as you have some personal stuff going on here, I feel like that's probably best not to read out loud. So thank you for subscribing, Nick. I saw that you thanked us a couple times in there for what we do and everything, and I appreciate you being a fan. I hope you're doing all right. I'm not sure exactly when you sent this, but I hope you're hanging in there, and I will talk to Mark and we will look at it. And hope you're doing all right, Nick. Thinking about you out there, bud. This one's from Alyssa S. I'm going to kind of use my discretion to figure out what I'm reading to you guys and such, because I don't want to, divulge someone's personal stuff out there if it's not meant to be. All right, Alyssa. Dear Wade, hi, I'm Alyssa and I'm 12 years old. I'm writing to you right now because I have no one else to turn to in my current situation. Obviously you must have heard about Daniel because everyone has by now. Me and my friends are devastated. A lot of us are devastated. Daniel's death is something that nobody saw coming. Rarely do you. And it just goes that much more to show how important it is to reach out if you're feeling anything along those lines. And no matter how bleak your outlook is, there's always hope. And if you don't reach out, it's very hard sometimes to know that anything's going on. And we want to be there for you guys. You know, I wish we had a chance to be there for Daniel. That's something that will stick with all of us. You know, Ryan especially, Mark and Matt especially, and Daniel's family especially, but all of us. And the community, you know, it's been a tough time for a lot of people. So I understand. And it killed us to see Mark in that much pain. Mark, like I said, Ryan first and foremost, and Daniel's family tied there with Ryan. And, Mark and Matt are right there too. It was pretty awful for all of us, but yeah. Let me see. I'm going to read this before. After about 3 weeks, my friend and I had an idea. We should raise money to help people who were like Daniel and who were struggling, with those types of things. So I'm reaching out to you because I have tried to come in contact with Mark, but he's a tough guy to get in touch with, which is true. Right now, I'm getting my whole school to do a fundraiser in Daniel's name. Our end goal is $100,000, so I was hoping that you maybe could tell Mark what I'm doing, just to let him know. It would really mean the world to me if you did, because this is really important to me, and I'm doing it all for Daniel. Thank you so much, Alyssa S. That is really awesome, Alyssa. I will tell Mark. I'm pretty sure there are some things in works to help out with Daniel's family and things already, too. I will talk to him. Worst case scenario, let's say that, the money for Daniel's family and stuff is already taken care of. I would highly recommend raising awareness for, suicide hotlines or depression or different societies that are out there to help people going through these issues, because as important and nice as it is to take care of Daniel and his family and friends, I think Mark had just done a depression/suicide live stream beforehand. And I think that is all the more important right now that we raise awareness to everybody to pay more attention to people around them and not to, be afraid or try to avoid them or things like that. A lot of times we as people see somebody going through a hard time and we either victim blame. We say, oh, what you're going through is not really that bad. I've been through worse and I'm okay, so you'll be fine. Or we don't really understand their pain and we think that, oh, why aren't you getting over that yet? And we, turn our backs. And that's the worst thing we can do. And I think raising money to different societies that raise awareness for those kinds of things is, very, very important. And it's important for all of us to understand as individuals, we each make a difference in everyone's lives around us. And if we decide to turn our backs, that's on us. If somebody needs us and we have the ability to reach our hand out, we should. And we are all guilty of it at different times, of not being there for somebody when they need us. Because, we're too busy. We've got something else going on in our lives. We're got homework. We got this or that to do. We've all done it. And we all need to do a better job, because people out there, sometimes can't get help for themselves. They need someone to reach out to them. And hopefully people start reaching out more, but we've got to be able to reach back. So that's something else to consider to do with the money if it doesn't work out with donating to Daniel's family and everything. So thank you, Alyssa, and thank you guys for, all the support you've given us through Daniel's passing and everything else. So this has gotten kind of somber the past couple letters. It's still a tough topic. I didn't know Daniel as well as I wish I had. He lived in the Carolinas and then moved out to LA, and I'm still here in Cincinnati. I've gotten to meet him several times, work with the guy, chat with him. And he always struck me as a great guy, and his loss, I don't know, it's heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. All right, this is from Paula T. Paula T. I don't see a return address, so I can't tell you where exactly Paula T is sending this from, but I've got a couple things in here. Let's see. I have a handwritten letter, and I've got an open first please letter. So let's open this first, which is cut open already because I reached in, saw a letter, cut it open, and put it back in. So this says open first, and let's see if I can read this out loud or not. All right. Hello, my name is Paula T. I met you and your friends at Indie PopCon. Hi, Paula. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'm sorry PopCon was kind of crazy. It was a great time. I hope to go back. But with 14,000 people there to meet Mark, Bob, Jack, and I, and Tyler and Molly, it was pretty crazy. So thank you guys for understanding that, we didn't expect as big of a turnout as we got, which was fantastic, but it was also devastating that we didn't get to meet everybody there. So if you went to PopCon and did or didn't meet us, it was awesome meeting you if we did, and I'm so sorry to those of you that were there all weekend and we couldn't. It still breaks our hearts. Mine, I think about it a lot. And I talked to Sean from Indie PopCon and a bunch of other people from different conventions that invite me, and I say, hey, look, we can't let this happen. If somebody's coming to meet us, we've got to do everything we can to make it better. Because we had some people that made it through the lines 3 or 4 times, and other people that we didn't get to see once. And it's heartbreaking to us. We want everyone to get a chance, But in any case, I provided some small pictures to help jog your memory. It was seriously great meeting you all at Indy. I'm in 24 years of living my life. It was the first convention I've gone to. I can't read to save my life right now. And I don't know if that can be topped. I originally wanted to add letters to my painting for all of you, as you guys were the reason I drove from Wisconsin to this convention. That's a good drive. That fell to the Wade side, since I felt the paintings were enough. Puns aside, thank you. The Wade side instead of the Way side. I get it. I didn't get it at first. I was like, the Wade side fell to me? Oh, Wayside. Ha ha. Thanks, Paula, for giving me a dose of my own medicine there. Puns aside, thank you, Wade. It's easy to see how genuine you are. You're a wonderful friend and a great YouTuber who deserves nothing but respect, kindness, and love. I hope you and Molly are thriving in Ohio and living out your dreams. We are. We're doing very well. It's very nice. As much as I love the conventions, it's been nice to have a month or two just to be home and, pass out candy on Halloween and take it easy, record videos for you guys. And it's been a nice, needed break from traveling. And it's not because of the conventions themselves. It's the driving to the airport, boarding a plane, flying somewhere, sleeping on a hotel bed, not sleeping much, flying back, rushing to get content out just so I can board a plane again in 2 weeks. It just got exhausting after 3 or 4 months straight of that. So it is nice being back in Ohio. And, thanks to you guys, we are living out our dream. Molly streams a lot. I'm doing YouTube a lot and hoping to get back into streaming eventually. And here I am reading fan mail from the best fan base in the world. I can't argue with my life. I really can't. And on top of that, we get to raise money for different causes. And it's just, I'm blessed. And you guys have given me that dream life. And I hope that what I give back to you guys is worth what you've given me. That's my goal. Also want to thank you for answering me on Tumblr. I asked that because I wanted to make sure your P.O. box wasn't temporarily or permanently shut down from a constant tsunami of fan letters and gifts. Not permanently shut down, though it is very full, which is awesome. I will now be a part of this tidal wave of love and support by sending contributing pictures with handwritten letters to accompany the visuals. I also hope Molly enjoys my gift to her as well. I didn't give her anything at Indy, so I hope my gift for her will do. I think she'll like it. Sorry that Stoneface Tyler doesn't get anything from me, but as a consolation, he can be thankful his nickname isn't Turkey-Legged Kumquat. Turkey-legged kumquat. Can we all just tweet at Tyler at apocalypse_12? What's up, turkey-legged kumquat? He'll be very confused. Thank you for reading this, Wade. I know it's not much. I wanted to keep this short and have the human touch accompanied with the Indie PopCon pictures and Molly's own hand-drawn artwork. If I keep going to conventions, I'm sure we'll meet again. I do plan on saving up to go to one of the conventions you guys attend yearly. My username on Tumblr is ithetis, ithetis, in case I butchered that. If you or Molly decides to send me a thank you, I'll say it again. Thank you very much, Wade. Your love and support for your fans, friends, and family truly shows. Well, thank you very much, Paula. It was very, very thoughtful of you. So we got some stuff to look at here from Miss Paula. All right, got some pictures here. Let me see. Oh, we have lots of pictures. All right, so we got one of Miss Paula here. Night Sky. What is Night Sky? It's not a game I've played, I don't think, is it? I don't know. Oh, there's candy here, though. Pictures of some candy. It says Night Sky. It's really hard to show you guys pictures of things on here. And some fan pictures here of me and Paula, I'm assuming. Assuming that's you, Paula. Jack and Miss Paula there. Bob. And Mr. Markiplier himself. So, sorry, Mark. You're last. And probably least, but you still got mentioned here. Not still salty over your reading your comments video or your prank call to me or anything. Not at all. Try to get in touch with you for a month, and that's what you get back to me for. Just kidding. I'm sure we'll work together here on something soon, Mark. And here's a nice, beautiful picture of Okay, can I show the picture here? Can you guys see that? I can't tell if it's showing. Okay, I think it's showing up there right now, so you can see the artwork. Coolio. It's really cool. Also already framed, so convenient. I don't know if I should read this part out loud. I think this has to do with the, well, some of this is addressed to Molly too. Well, I'll go ahead and read it out loud. Why not? I wanted this to be more personal. Sorry if my handwriting is hard to read. No, it's actually very easy to read. It's just the lighting that's kind of hard to be. A very good handwriting. I'll try to make it readable. Here's where my potty mouth might shine. Anyway, as you saw, the package came with gifts. I bring to you memories from Indy, a picture of my raw self, my charcoal drawing, and a gift for the wonderful Molly. First, I'll address the picture of myself. That's me without cosplay and makeup. Don't be fooled. I'm 24 years old. I know being 4'11" in person without heels tells a different story, but I was born in 1991. I won't give out your full birthday here. So I'm cursed to look forever young enough to be waiting for staff to see if I want a kids menu. What that pic doesn't show is how unique my eyes are. I have coloboma. I worked at an eye institute. I've not even heard of coloboma before. Look it up sometime. So my eyes look like this and have from birth. You have like an extended, is it like a freckle on the cornea? Or it's hard to tell from the drawing. I'm kind of curious. I need to see this now. Well, it's hard to see. These pictures aren't big enough for me to see your full eyeballs. Coloboma. I'll have to look that up. Interesting. But it looks like there's like a freckle or an extended pupil or something. Eyes are different color too. Brown, hazel, and hazel. That's interesting. I'm really interested in that. That sounds... I mean, from a medical standpoint, it sounds very interesting and cool to look at, so. Sad you can't see it in the other pictures either. I'm not very photogenic, despite my confidence. Please. You're doing fine, all right? You're doing fine. I'm not very... Oh, I already read that. Speaking of which, I hope you enjoy the Indie Pop-Con pics I sent. As I stated earlier, it was my first convention, and meeting you guys made my entire life. Literally, to this day, I wake up at night with this being the reason I stir. You all were so laid back and open, it felt like I was talking with friends. I accidentally met Sean twice. At that time, I wasn't subscribed to him. Hell, I only knew of him because of my friend Nikki. So I wanted to make sure I met him for her, and he ends up winning me over without realizing it. I hope Bob and Mandy had a lovely anniversary. That had to be tough to juggle fans, convention, and anniversary plans in the same weekend. Also, did Tyler and his stone face enjoy being in the spotlight? I hope you all had fun because I'd hate to imagine the bathroom and other plans sacrificed to cater to us fans. Honestly, the only day that was a little bit challenging was that first Friday we were there. We took no bathroom breaks or food breaks, so we stood there from 10 or 11 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. I think it was, signing autographs and meeting you guys. It was quite exhausting, but very much worth it. I mean, we saw you guys waiting there, and it's not like we're like, okay, well, let's stop here. There was no place to stop. I mean, you all were standing there waiting to meet us, and we wanted to meet all of you. So it was only rough because, after we did eventually get through you guys, it was like, hey, you feel that? Yeah, am I hungry or do I need to pee? Oh my God, both! So that was a little challenging, just rushing to get to a bathroom and get some food after that ended. And then we were back up again after like 7 hours. We had to be awake again just to get back to do more. So it was an exhausting weekend, but definitely worth it. You all were super chill and open. I hope I didn't come off bitchy, especially to Mark when we were taking pics. Please, if anyone came off that way, it was, you guys already know. Take that. Prank call me, whatever. Trying to keep up with his constant expressions is a marathon in and of itself. Try recording with the guy. He's yelling and spitting in my ear all the time, True story, though. I was not prepared for it, but he seemed to enjoy my gifts. You all did. I'm glad I could make you all smile. Now it's Molly's turn. She gets a frame drawing of herself. I hope she enjoys it. Also, if she wants, she can use the frame to put something more special in it. That's pretty special. We're going to leave that just the way it is. So she gets 2 things in one. I'm a lot better with color pencils than charcoal. That one I did in my college art in 2014. Oh, was this one drawn? Is that what that is? That's like a drawing that you sent? Because that's really cool. I didn't even realize that. Oh, it is. You did draw that. Okay, that's what all that... Oh, cool. You're pretty good at art in general. I draw at like a 2-year-old level. I didn't swear too much. Fuck yeah! Well, I'm just reading it out here. So to wrap this up, I hope you both enjoyed my pictures from Indie PopCon and Molly's double present.
Her hair in that pic reminds me of Ariel's hairstyle. It was so fun and pretty to color. Hopefully I'll see you both at the next convention. Bye! P.S. Blame Mark for his pic being the biggest one. He took the shot. And he's also got the biggest head. So what can you do there? Man, I just can't pull the punches on Mark today. That's what he gets for making me a douche in his reading the comments video. But not that I paid attention. Not that I know what's going on in Mark's channel. Thank you very much, Paula. Alrighty. Ooh, we've been going for, oh my God, we've been going for a long time, and I've still got a lot to go. Crazy. Okay. Uh-oh, this was a letter within a letter. I didn't open the second letter. Stephen B. at Bloodmaster Vamp on Twitter. Looks like you would like to talk about something a little bit more personal as well. So if you guys want to check out Bloodmaster Vamp on Twitter, that'd be awesome. But I'm going to save this letter to read with Molly later on our own, because this is another one that's a little bit more personal and less oriented toward being read out loud. So I'm going to toss that one to the side right now. Not toss it. Toss it to the side. Set it to the side. Technically I'm setting it down because I've got a little thing right here I'm setting stuff on. But I'm trying to be discretionary as far as what I read here, guys. And I apologize if you don't mean for me to be, but some of them just seem like they're less oriented toward reading out loud here. So thank you, Stephen. I will read that with Molly later. All right, and this one is from Jaylina. Am I saying that right? Jaylina Ray R. I almost said your last name there too. Jaylina says, "Hello, Wade. My name is Jaylina. I am the oldest of 3 from Santa Paula, California, a small town about an hour from Los Angeles. I love you and your videos so much. I've been watching your videos since January of 2015. So that's about 10 or 11 months now. That's a good amount of time. I can't believe you have almost 700,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'm at like, I don't even know what I'm at right now, but yeah, we're closing in on 700K really fast. I can't either. It's so crazy to think one day soon you'll have 1 million subscribers, or 1 million of us. I know you don't know how you will manage us, but you will find a way. Just look at Mark with almost 10 million and Jack with almost 7 million. I'm pretty sure they both hit those marks now at this point. I am so excited for everything coming up on your channel. You helped me through a dark time in my life. All I had to do was open YouTube and watch you." Oh, thank you. I'm flattered and happy to be helping. "I really hope this gets to you. Without you, I may have not been here to write this, so thank you. I wrote you, drew you a poem collage. It's kind of hard to read, so I wrote a translation on the back. Please let me know you got this. My Twitter is at Kalani_805. I will try to remember to tweet you to let you know. I am so triple crossing my fingers I get to meet you in person at Comic-Con 2016. I've never been to a Comic-Con, so maybe I'll try to go this year. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of, all the conventions seem to happen right in the middle of summer, so it's tough to pick and choose. Wish me luck. They are so expensive to go to that I need straight 4.0 to go. 4.0 is all A's. Yes, I was actually a 4.1 student in high school, not to brag, but I was smart back in the day, and then went to college, and somehow after I graduated college, my IQ points just started dropping down the drain, and now here I am. Until next time, see ya guys. Smiles, waves goodbye, clicks off YouTube. Likes and love, Jelena K. Thank you, Jelena. All right, and let's see. We got a poem/drawing here. Wade isn't just Markiplier's friend or the one teased in the group. Wade is a hero. He made us a community. Every loyal fan will remember. It's like there's drawings along with this. Very hard to show you guys, but you can kind of see the drawings-ish. Stupid white light. Drunk Minecraft, Wade's nemesis Bonnie, and Little Big Planet 3 with Z. He brought us happiness. D-Live too. D-Live's always in my Little Big Planet 3s. Z is a great contribution though. I love having Z there. We would like to say thank you. We love you, your fans. Awesome. So many throwbacks in some of these pictures, and calling me a hero just feels so over the top, but you do know how to stroke an ego. Thank you so much, Jaylina. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I really feel bad if I'm not. So, thank you. All right, let me set this one to the side here. All right, and this is from Lexi A. from, I think, Oklahoma. Never been to Oklahoma. All right, so let's see. Let me see if this is okay to read. Lexi, your handwriting is about like mine. Not to insult you or anything, but this is better than mine. Now, at first glance, it looked a little bit rough, but now that I'm actually looking at it, it's not bad. So, dear Wade, sorry for the insult there, Lexi. You're awesome. I was insulting my handwriting more than yours. Hey there, I'm Lexi, and I just wanted to say how fantabulous you are. Thank you. You make me laugh when I frown, and I want to thank you for that. Also, I talked to you on the phone on the Able Gamers stream. Remember me? Oh, that's awesome, Lexi. Yeah, we did an Able Gamers stream. We did I think it was called Minethon over in West Virginia, and we were trying to raise money for Able Gamers all weekend. And at one point, Bob, Mandy, and Molly and I were sitting there taking calls, and we had a lot of them, which was really cool. We didn't get to get to everybody, sadly, because it was just impossible to. But yeah, we were sitting there taking calls and taking donations from people, and people that donated a certain amount qualified for the calls, and that's really, really cool. You don't need to write me back, just being able to send you a letter and kind of know you'll get it and possibly read it. I read everything you guys end up sending my way, so I can't always write back or tweet back or message back because of the sheer volume of messages I get between Tumblr and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and the P.O. Box, but I do always look at your guys' messages. Oh, here's a paper doll of you as a penguin. I suck at drawing humans. Hope you like it. I'll be a penguin. Why not? That's pretty cool. You can pin the shirt to the wall if you want. Last but not least, hi, Molly! Love, Lexi. P.S. Thanks for talking to me. You are so sweet. Love ya. Well, thank you very much, Lexi. Here's me as a penguin person. I'm a furry penguin. I don't know, I thought it was like brown hair because I've got kind of brownish hair. So you can kind of see the W shirt. God, I hate the stupid reflection of this light in here. Anyway, thank you very much, Lexi. That's awesome. It was a pleasure to get to talk to you, and thank you for writing. Anytime I can do something for charity, it's a good day. All right, this is from Kaylee B. from M.O. Is M.O. Missouri or Montana? Hey, Molly! Well, she's apparently busy. Sorry for your eardrums. You guys can tell me in the comments if MO stands for Montana or Missouri. I want to say it stands for Montana, but I could be mistaken. Dear Wade, hi, my name's Kaylee, pronounced Kaylee, and I'm one of your younger fans. 10 to be exact. Wow, that's awesome. That means you were born in like 2004, 2005, somewhere in that range, right? That's crazy to think about me being born in the 1980s. Very end, but still. You've been one of my favorite YouTubers since I watched a Gmod prop hunt on Jack's channel with you, Mark, Bob, and Jack. After I saw how funny you were, I instantly subscribed. I heard you had a P.O. box. I searched for 2 minutes trying to find paper. Luckily, I did. I just want to say, keep being awesome and making videos. I have a question. Will you do a fan mail video like Mark? I'll think about it. Also, I feel bad for you when Mark talks about makes fun of you, but I know he's joking. I wish I could meet you in real life, but I don't think I can. We're not that far away, though. Greetings from Missouri! I was wrong, it's Missouri! Okay, well, whatever. P.S. I think you and Molly are really cute together. P.S. What does P.S. stand for? Postscript, I believe, something like that. So it shows that it's past the initial bit of writing. So PPS, is it PPS or PSS? Do. I think it's PPS, postscript. I believe that's the right phrasing. Well, thank you very much, Kaylee. 10 years old from Missouri, writing a letter. You rock. All right, our next letter is from Zachary A. God, I'm just thinking back to Gmod prop hunt with the guys. We need to do that again soon. Kaylee got me thinking about it. Hello, Lord Minion, aka Wade. You, Mark, Jack, Matthias, Yummy Mash, and Smike are my favorite YouTubers ever. I'm a 10-and-a-half-year-old boy, and I live in Union Grove, Alabama. I love your Five Nights at Freddy's Gmod videos. Please play Agario. I've played it for fun. Should I still do a video on Agario, or is it like past the point where you guys would be interested in watching it? I feel like a lot of people have kind of overkilled it a bit, but if you guys want to see it, I might go back and do it. Let me know in the comments. And by the way, my name is Zachary, and I think you should do a reading your comments and you should do an opening your mail thing. Just want to say you're boss, and so is your channel. Would you please follow me on Twitter at 42D8FCCAB1994FC. Please follow. And you should play Five Nights in Anime, and please shout me out in one of your videos. I think Zachary S, I believe, or Zachary A, Zachary Scott A. I believe I just did shout you out because you sent me a letter and I'm reading it here. You also asked if I could please write back. I can't guarantee I'll write back. Well, if I get around to it, I will try to. But if nothing else, Zach, I'm addressing your letter right here in this mail opening video. So thank you guys for listening and writing. Thank you, Zach. Agario, we'll find out. We'll see if people want to see it or not. I'm glad you do. It's a really fun game. And as far as the reading your comments and mail opening video, I think you might just get your wish, Zach. So thank you so much. All right, what do we got here? Fiara the Tank Girl? That's an interesting way to introduce yourself. All right. The Tank Girl. All right, let's see. This is going to be kind of challenging to read off the reflection here. All right, I'm going to start reading this one out loud, and if it gets to the point where I'm reading something I probably shouldn't say out loud, I'll just stop it there, but let's get going. Dear Lord Minion, a.k.a. Wade and Molly, thank you for everything Everything you do, I've watched for nearly 2 years. It gives me hope that perhaps someday, or someone who is likable has... Man, it's hard to read. Something can succeed. Someone gives me hope that perhaps someone who is likable can succeed, I think it says. You remind me to smile and laugh at myself even when I'm ready to... I'm struggling to read this a little bit. I apologize. And it's not because your handwriting is really that bad. It's just the way the light's reflecting off this letter. Though I can't make out that word. Ready to cry, I think, which would make sense. You also helped bring me out to do YouTube videos. The first time I saw Molly, the thought started and has been the most rewarding experience. And I have found a transgender, something, new reason to live. Live for my fears. Live for my... I don't know what that word is either. Thank you, and I think I'm making the world a better place between academic speakings and YouTube. I'm in tears now, and I have so much more to say, but I'll wrap this up with thank you, sincerely, the Tank Girl. Fiara, I think is how it's pronounced. Fiara the Tank Girl, aka Rena. www.youtube.com/c/Fiara the Tank Girl Gamer. I'm sorry I had trouble reading that one. Just for some reason, some of these words are really hard to make out with both the way the light hits it, and you're writing in cursive, and I've not read cursive in a while, so trying to make it out's a little bit challenging, but I'm pretty sure we got the gist of it from me trying to read that there, and I'm really glad to be of help, and I'm glad you found a community that supports you. That's hard to do sometimes. It's hard to find support whenever you deviate from the norm in anything. So me personally, being expected to go to law school and this and that, and ending up as a YouTuber, I struggled to get some support there for a while, but now, things have turned around, and I'm very, very happy with the support I have and where I'm at. But also, I can understand, coming from a transgender standpoint, or, bisexual, asexual, homosexual, that kind of stuff's very, very tough, because not everybody's supportive of that. We still live in a world that there's a good amount of people that condemn, the freedom of thought and expression, even though some of us will sit here and claim we want freedom to do this and that. Whenever someone actually, takes that freedom and uses it, we criticize them if it deviates from what we consider the norm, and that sucks. So I'm really glad that you managed to find some support, and even those of you out there that are struggling with that, hang in there. Things are getting better day by day. There are things passing around the country and around the world trying to make things easier, and there's always going to be people out there trying to step on you when you're trying to pick yourself up. but you got to keep picking yourself up and you got to keep dusting yourself off, because otherwise you let them win, and we can't do that. You know, you got to keep fighting for you and for everyone out there that's dealing with the same kinds of things you are. So I'm really glad to hear that you guys are managing to do that, and just keep trying. That's all you can do. Keep trying, keep pushing. So thank you for writing, Fiara. A little tongue twister there, for writing, Fiara. I'm sorry for kind of butchering your letter there. I'm doing my best to read here, but can't say my eyesight's the best. And you combine that with the lighting reflecting, and I did warn you guys ahead of time I was going to struggle here a little bit. And handwritten things are kind of tough anyway sometimes. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff here. This is from Caitlin M., who lives in Virginia. Okay, let's see. That's not where I needed to start. Where's the one I need to start with? Okay. This seems like another one that's kind of personal. Caitlin writes, it mentions, Daniel passing and things like that. And thanks. I'd like to thank you for always brightening up my day with your videos and smiles. You deserve everything in this world for all the people you have made their day better for. But there's more important part to this letter than just this. Okay, so she's got a letter here that she's wanting me to deliver to Mark as well. Which, typically I kind of frown upon you guys sending stuff to me to give to Mark. But, I try to be nice and pass things along. So I will. But, future reference, not really the right forum. I don't mail something to McDonald's if I want it sent to Wendy's. And I know it's hard to get in touch with Mark, but I can't, if Mark can't accept physical mail anymore because he was getting thousands and thousands of things. So honestly, the best thing to do is probably to either, write him a message on Tumblr or tweet at him or comment on the video or, send him an email. I think he has a public email address. There's different ways of getting in touch with him. And even if he doesn't respond, it still was a way of getting to him. I cannot be a forum to Mark because it's just the same thing as if he opened a P.O. box himself. But in this case, you're kind of, asking me to pass things along. And I understand where you're coming from, but you have to understand also my perspective is I get a lot of stuff from you guys as it is, and that's awesome. And I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. But if it ever becomes too overwhelming and I can't accept fan mail anymore, then I just won't be able to. And if that ever happens, I don't want you guys sending things to, if Molly has her own P.O. box, not to her or not to JP or not to Patrick or anybody else to pass along to me. I'd rather you guys find another way to contact me via email or something like that. So I will pass that along, but future reference, please, guys, respect and understand the fact that I'm not a Markiplier P.O. box. This is stuff that's going strictly to me and Molly. This is our thing. So I read what you had to say, and I will pass that along. But just future reference, if you guys could, please refrain from that kind of thing. And I expect it to continue to happen, but just hoping to deter as much of it as possible. All right, what do we have here? I think I opened the fan art part first. That's cool. Let me open the letter here. All right. This comes to us from Autumn Z in New York. All right, let me make sure this is okay. From Autumn Z, Ninjatastic. Dear Lord Minion 777, aka Wade. I'm not good at writing letters, but you're my favorite YouTuber. I wish I could meet you, but since I don't get enough money, which makes me sad. Anyway, I'd be so happy if you wrote back in this letter and put it in your new series for mail. Oh, it's going to be in the new series. I'm reading it right now. I wish I could play games with you and other YouTubers. My YouTube channel is Ninjatastic. I'm a new YouTuber who doesn't have the right equipment, and I'm also shy, but I try. We all try, A lot of us start off very shy, introverted people, and then end up bursting out onto the scene as being, extroverts later on. I've always kind of been extroverted, but Mark himself was very, very introverted before starting his YouTube channel. Now he's as big of an extrovert as you can find. So we're all working on it. And as far as playing games, I mean, it's hard to play one-on-one because there's so many people out there that want to. And I also have my, usual group of friends that I like to play with too. But I do occasionally join live streams or host my own live streams where I open it up to have fans join in for like Town of Salem or Gmod, et cetera, Minecraft sometimes. Another good place to try is the Vox Populi Minecraft servers with Zombie Mold Knight and Goddess Run. Molly and I pop on there from time to time. So there's different ways of getting about doing that. I'm only 17 years old. I'm also shy to speak in them since I'm too scared that people might hate my voice. The last thing I wanted to say is if you could help or teach me to be a good YouTuber. Well, to be a good YouTuber is something I'm still working on mastering, but you also include some fan art here I'm going to show. Hopefully you guys can see. It's a picture of me. Once again, the lighting makes it next to impossible, but cool picture of me done there. So thank you very much for that, Autumn. I did post a video a while back with a group of other YouTubers called So You Want to Be a YouTuber. If you Google that phrase, So You Want to Be a YouTuber, LordMinion777, you should get the video there where we talk about for about 45 minutes what we think is important for starting a YouTube channel. Honestly, the most important thing is that you be yourself. You get comfortable being on camera or having your voice or whatever else done. You find a way to be unique and entertain people, but you have to treat your fans right. And you have to understand it's not about growth. It's not about being a 40 million sub channel like a PewDiePie or anything like that. You need to focus on the fans you do have and appreciate them. You know, some people message me and they're like, wait, I can't believe you have any subscribers, you suck. Other people message me and say, wait, I can't believe you don't have millions of subscribers, you're awesome. You can't let those kinds of things get into your mind. Once you start thinking about the numbers game, it really just, you know, it takes away from you as a person and you become, I don't know, just obsessed with growth and you lose track of who you are or what got you into this in the first place, and that's your fans. So as long as, you know, some of you watch my stuff and are entertained, I feel like I've done my job. And that's the important thing. And I think you guys need to understand and appreciate if you're starting a YouTube channel, don't go into it because you need it to be a job or make you money. You get into it because you want it to be a hobby and you want to enjoy playing games and you enjoy people watching you play games and you want to entertain at least one person. That's a phrase Mark used, it's a phrase I use. As long as there's at least one person out there watching, whether it's your mom, your aunt, your best friend, your dog, or, you know, some stranger around the world, whatever it is, appreciate them. And, you know, when that second person subscribes, appreciate them too. And the third and the fourth, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, maybe one day you'll have 1 million subscribers. Maybe you won't. It's hard to say. I can't predict the future for my own channel, much less anybody else's. And when Mark started, I knew Mark was a talented and funny guy, but I had no idea he was going to be Markiplier, the 10 million sub channel, bigger than Beyonce on YouTube. You know, we didn't know these things. It's very much luck dependent, and it depends on hard work, dedication, and, you know, your commitment to your fans and to good causes. Be yourself and, you know, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and people will find you. If you're on this just to make money or get rich, people are going to read right through you in the way you do your content. And there's some YouTubers out there that are like that, and I'm sure you guys know who they are. So it is what it is. I wish you the best of luck on them, and I hope you find a way to do it. Don't worry about your equipment. Work on, you know, being more comfortable doing your YouTube videos, and you can always improve stuff over time. You know, that's my advice. But good luck to you, and thank you so much for writing. Hour and 5 minutes, holy moly. I didn't think I had that much stuff to go through, but apparently I did. I'm taking a long time here. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm trying to give you all the attention you deserve for writing these things. Dear Wade, please don't read this in a video. Okay, fair enough. This is from Miss Rhonda D. Thank you very much, Rhonda, from South Carolina. I very much appreciate you writing. I will read this later then. Thank you. All right, see, I appreciate you guys doing that. That makes it very easy for me if you say, please don't read this in a video. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. All righty then. This is from Stephanie R. from Australia. Wow. I was going to say I don't recognize that abbreviation, but that's because it's for a place in Australia. That's cool, Stephanie. Let me make sure this is one you want me to read out loud. This looks like another letter talking about what's been going on with the group and I since Daniel's passing. And personal letters about that. I'll read a couple lines. I don't want to read all of it. I'll read it later to myself, but that's still something that I just... It's very sad to know that this is irreversible, but I hope you can find the strength to move forward and make Daniel proud. It's such a terrible thing to see the diminishing of those you love. We're going through it. It's tough. And I'm doing much better now. I had a tough week with it, and it's still a tough subject. There's a lot of things that I'm just not going to talk about that involve that whole situation because it's just tough. It's a tough topic. And I appreciate you guys writing and, you're thinking about all these things. But it's hard when you know somebody, you work with somebody, and you see the kind of person somebody is and the talent and the creativity and you get to know their personality, and you guys got to see that through Syndigo and through some of Mark's videos and streams and things. And I know a lot of you guys were part of the fundraise that helped move Syndigo out to LA. And, Daniel's death robs a lot of you the opportunity to meet him. And I wish everyone could have gotten to, because he's an amazing person. And we all miss him. So it's challenging for me to sit here and read letters about that incident sometimes. Not just because of Daniel himself, but other tragedies that we've all lived through and things. Death is a hard topic, and for you guys, I'm sure it's a tough topic. And not knowing everything about all the details around something is tough too, because I've had people asking me questions that I just won't answer. That's just aren't my place to answer about the whole situation. But you guys, most of you know the story about Daniel that was told, which not that it was a false story. Everything that was said was true. You guys know the true story. It's just there's always more details people want, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, just whenever I read things about it, I guess it brings up thoughts and memories and conversations. And I got to hang out with Mark shortly after he was taking a break from YouTube after that all happened. And I wouldn't say we're all diminished, but I would say there's a chunk of our hearts that will forever be gone with Daniel. And we all are finding our own ways to get back on our feet and move on and step forward. But he was a huge part of our lives, and that's something that's hard to lose. Just like, if one of us were to disappear from YouTube, like Syndigo is, that's a tough loss for you guys. And for us, we don't only lose that entertainer, but we lose a really close friend. So, Stephanie, I thank you for writing here. You say you apologize if you come off as disrespectful or out of place. That's not that at all. I'll read this after the video. Thank you for being strong, for always putting a smile on those who need it. From Steph. And you're welcome for what we have to offer, and I appreciate your thoughts about Daniel. It's just something that's hard for me to read a lot of letters about that, because it's still fresh. It's still relatively fresh. All right. Well, I'm sorry about that. And I don't know if you want me to read that out loud or not, Stephanie. It's just I need to step away from that topic for a little bit. All right. This is from Emily K. All right. This looks like the last letter I have right now. Oop, almost dropped something here. This is cool. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but there's a nice little necklace in here. That's the camera, Wade. You guys can see that. That's cool. It's like little turquoise brown rusted looking flower. Not rusty, but like rust colored around the edges. It's a little diamond looking or cubic zirconia circles in the middle. That's cool. And there's some art here. It looks a little bit like my logo. It's a little hard to see. It looks like I don't have a mouth, but it is drawn there, and it looks good. Just this stupid light makes it so it doesn't, because the light's a jerk. But sort of see it there. That's sort of see it there. I also do have a nose on there, even though I can't see one on the camera. But thank you. We have a letter here. Let me see if I can read this one out loud. All right. To Molly and Wade. I know I'm late on this, but happy 3-year anniversary, which would have been back on September 14th. You two are my favorite couple. To celebrate 3 years, I drew Wade's avatar on Twitter. For Molly, I got a cute necklace. Oh, okay, the necklace is for Molly. That's really cool. I think she'll like that. Thank you. I've tried to draw Molly's avatar, but I failed. Oh, you should tweet it anyway. You know, we don't think you fail. We can't. Well, Molly can draw. I can't draw. So every art is good art to me. But I'm sure we appreciate anything you guys send. The talent behind something matters not. It's the heart that you guys put into things. I don't care if you're going to get a B on it or a F on it or a C on it in art class. What we care about is the fact that you guys care enough to take the time to write us or draw something about us. I mean, that's awesome. Don't ever feel bad about sending us something. We're never going to judge you based on what the perceived quality is of an art piece. Anyway, I know Molly is looking for fall fashion, and I'm starting to knit a scarf for you. I'll definitely try to send it when it's done. Also, I love Wade's videos, and I really liked his Five Nights at Freddy's 4, not foreplay. This my Five Nights at Freddy's 4 play. That's a different video. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 playthrough. I also like Molly's live streams. They're fun to watch. I'm definitely going to keep watching both of you. Well, thank you. I love you both so much, and I hope you like your gifts. My name is Emily K, and I'm from New York City. Well, thank you very much, Emily K. That's really sweet of you. And hopefully, if you tried Molly's logo out, you should send that to her. I think she would really appreciate seeing that. She loves everything you guys do for her. And so do I, for her and for me. So thank you, Emily. All right, that's it for the letters. I've got one more thing to show off here. I had one more little sneaky package sent in the P.O. box here. And let's see what we have here. Well, I guess it has a letter with it anyway. So here's a little shameless promotion for what I find to be a very, very delicious beverage. Kickapoo. Go ahead and laugh. You guys can laugh at the name. That's fine. I don't care. If you don't try it, you're missing out. Hey, Wade, great meeting you through Mindthon. You're indeed a streamer extraordinaire. I've never claimed to be that, but thank you. And we're overjoyed to fuel that passion. Thanks for the IG post. IG post? Did I post something on Twitter maybe? Or Instagram. I posted an Instagram picture. That's right. I included 2 Malibus for you and Molly if you want, since that was the flavor in the Instagram. Excited to hear your thoughts. Cheers, Stefan and the Kickapoo crew. P.S. Drunk Minecraft with Bob and Mark was great to watch. Oh, they actually watched a series with us. That's really cool. So whenever I did Mindthon with Bob and Mandy and Molly, we went to West Virginia, as I mentioned, and we were streaming for, I think it was a 72-hour stream for able gamers. And Kickapoo offered to sponsor, along with many other amazing sponsors, they offered to sponsor the event and help support able gamers, which meant a lot to us. So in thanks, we were like, well, hey, let's try drinking a Kickapoo on camera. And if the stuff's good, we'll be like, hey, this stuff's really good. And I got this one out of the fridge, the Kickapoo Malibu, cracked it open, took a sip, and my taste buds went to seventh heaven. Cloud 9. Pina colada flavored carbonated drink. Let me just tell you, I know I do Drunk Minecraft, but I'm not a big drinker. Alcohol is good in its own time, but I'm just not big on drinking alcohol unless it's for something like that or some social event. So if I can avoid drinking alcohol, I will. I'll drink something else. I'll drink a juice or a water or a soda pop of some kind, pop soda, whatever you guys call it. And I tried Kickapoo and it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. So I need to order some more of this because I can tell you after I crack open one of these Malibus, I'm going to want more. So thank you very much, Stefan and the Kickapoo crew. Thank you guys for sending these. We've got the citrus flavor, the peach flavor, and the pina colada flavor. Joy Juice, Fuzzy Navel, and Malibu. Very excited to enjoy these with Molly and look forward to ordering more soon. So thank you guys. I have tons of things on my mantle, pictures, like I said, drawing. I've got that stained glass I mentioned. I wish for the life of me I could remember the person's name who sent that. Let me see. I think I've got it right here. Oh, let me just open this up. Oh. Layla, I believe, at Dracon, Dracon, sent some stained glasses of Mark, Bob, and my logos. And that's on my mantle as well. I'd love to hang it up. I just don't have a good place to hang it right now. It's like a chain to hang from like the ceiling or something. But right now I've got it propped up on my mantle. I've got things like that. I've got, stuffed dolls that you guys have. I've got so many cool things that you guys have made and sent my way and given to me at conventions and things. And I wish I could show all of it off on camera, but it's just too much. So unfortunately, I can't just go back and start showing off everything I've ever been sent. I'm going to be showing off the stuff I'm getting in my P.O. box from this point on. But thank you all for everything you've ever sent. And, you have my deepest thanks and gratitude. Even if I didn't give you a personal shout out here. Everything I've gotten since I announced we were going to do a mail video has been saved and set aside. And I've been presenting it here. So thank you guys so much. If excuse me, at the time you guys are watching this, you sent something in the mail and it wasn't read here. Odds are it either hadn't been delivered the last time we checked the P.O. box as of a few days ago, or it's sitting aside for the next mail video. So thank you all so much for watching. This has been the first mail opening video on my channel. If you enjoyed this, stay tuned for more. I know it's kind of a long video, but hopefully you enjoyed seeing it. I'm sorry for names I butchered or reading of letters that I butchered. I am just a people, and as a people, I make mistakes. So if I didn't read your letter out loud and you meant for me to, I apologize. If I did read your letter out loud and you didn't want me to, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can here and trying to be discretionary based on content of things. And just some topics are a little tough to tackle on camera here, and I'd rather talk to you guys one-on-one about those things. So in any case, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next mail video, I guess 2 weeks from today. And stay tuned for reading your comments video next Wednesday. Until next time. See ya, guys.
Wait, how did that just happen?
I've needed one win for the last
God.
3
Oh, God.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that's the wrong way! See you guys!
Oh my God.
ball.